Good morning. We're going to start in a couple minutes, but I thought I would just go ahead and dive in here and get you warmed up and get us ready to have a great training session this morning. You know, every time I get on, Facebook, I feel like the algorithms and crazy stuff has changed. So if you're not getting the word out to like somebody on your team that you want to hear this, or maybe you didn't get a notice that this was going to happen this morning. So let's take the next few minutes, invite people that you want to join us. We're going to talk about using a new product to build team. We're going to talk a little bit about Luminate. We're going to talk about how do you use the new product and shout it from the mountaintop. So let's take the next couple minutes, get in the comments, add some people, and we will dive in. I'm going to make a couple technical adjustments while you guys are... Here we go. Okay, I think we're good on sound. I'm just checking that. All right, let us know where you're calling from. If you're joining us this morning, let us know where you're calling from. Hey, Rhonda Murray Hubbard. Good morning to you. And we have got to get our call scheduled because you and I are going to do a business opportunity meeting together soon. So I'm going to give it like 1 or 30 more seconds and we're going to get started because I do want us to have some time to talk about this and stay within our 30-minute time frame. Trey Bowden is on here. He works with me and he's an amazing tech support, email marketing, there's all kind of stuff. But if you have any questions while I'm talking, even though I can't really get focused and answer your questions, Trey can. So he's going to be there. If you got a question, put it in there and Trey will do his best to answer and respond. So I guess that means Trey's praying that he can answer your question. Hopefully he can answer it. All right, let's get started. Let's dive in. I'm trying to, let's rehash for a minute while we're doing these calls. We've shifted a little bit about getting notice and information out to you, which probably we didn't tell you and wasn't fair, but we had to do it for technology. So the beginning of each month and the end of each month, we're doing a start well, finish strong call. And the design and purpose and reason for doing that is for you to have a rhythm in your business to kick off the month, work the month, finish it strong, finish what you started so that you increase your paycheck, your position, you grow your business in a way that makes it better and better each and every month. So we do those two things. And those were originally like scheduled on Facebook. So you had a post where you could invite people. And then every time Facebook did an update, we had a glitch. Like the software that was going to live stream into Facebook, it didn't like the update Facebook did. We didn't know it, and it created a problem. So we're just doing these trainings on the Kurt Beavers Make a Life Facebook page. For right now, it's not going to be a separate event until we feel like Facebook and the live streaming things are getting a little more stable. So we'll have more of that. And in the middle of the month, we have a special training like this one. And I'm super excited to share this with you. I think I've been through this several times. I've been with the company 36 years now. And one of the things that I know is when you have something that's new and you have a reason to have a conversation you didn't have previously, how do you take that and use that moment of newness and freshness and excitement and breakthrough to go build your business and build your team? So I see Rhonda's adding some names in here. Add names, invite people. Even if they don't listen right now, don't worry about them coming in late and just hearing a fraction of this. It's going to be posted on Facebook, posted on YouTube. It'll be a reminder for them to go back and listen to it later, okay? All right, so let's talk about the word gospel. I know many of you know that every day I try my best to be a child of God and to wake up and put Him first. And that does filter down into my business because those principles work in my business, in your business. They're just life principles that work. But when I think about a new product and you want to tell somebody something, I love doing word studies and it makes me think of the word gospel. Now, many of you are going to say, I know what gospel means. It means good news. Well, yes, it does. But if like, I don't know if you know this, but like the Greek in the translation into English is so weird. We have one word for if, the word if, the two-letter word if. Well, there are 4 Greek words for if, the same word. So if that tells you how hard translation is to make it exact, it's really difficult. And the computers today help and everything, but actually gospel means too good to be true news. It's so good, it's too good to be true. I've got to tell you this because you won't believe it. It's too good to be true. Now, obviously, business and the gospel are not exact parallels, but this type of news, this good news, it actually means more. It doesn't just mean, oh, this is something cool. No, this is like breakthrough level. This is something that I've got to tell you about this. So how many, I think I heard, let me think of the example that I was given. So let's just say you got the cure for cancer. And you had to choose, and there were 2 people. There was, let's say it's your mom and it's a friend you met down the street. Both have cancer. Now, not that you don't care about the friend down the street, but you're going to rush and tell your mom first. You got this list of important people that got to know it first, So, I want you to think about, as we talk about the new product that Juice Plus just launched and how you can use that in a special way to build your business. If you had something that was too good to be true, who are the people that you trust the most that you want to tell so they could help you get the word out? Now, what we used to say and what we still say, but it's probably more of an analogy today, is like go shout it from the mountaintops. I mean, like back in the day, Paul Revere came riding in on a horse. The Redcoats are coming. Somebody else might have come in, literally getting at the highest point so it reverberated throughout the valley, screaming to get information out because he wanted as many people to hear it as possible. In some ways, I was talking to somebody at the home office today. In some ways, our business was actually easier when you had a piece of paper that was an order form and you had an application that was a piece of paper and you just got it, sat down in the chair with somebody after an event and you filled it out, And so that's the way it used to be in our business too. When I first got started, I had a pager and a roll of quarters in my pocket because the cell phone in my car, I had one. It was one of those big bag phones, but you used it at, it was like a 911 call because it was like multiple dollars per minute to use the dang thing. So back in the beginning, we just picked up the phone and called somebody. It wasn't, you shout it from the mountaintop, you pick up the phone and call somebody. And in today's world, it's actually complicated. If I was going to tell, I know Rhonda and she knows me and I know her behaviors and stuff. And I can pick up the phone and call Rhonda. I'm probably not going to email Rhonda something I'm excited about, Probably not going to send her a Facebook message. I'm probably going to text her or call her because I want to talk to her directly. But if you think about, you've got a breakthrough product, and we're about to talk about what that product is. You all know it's Luminate, and it's Juice Plus's venture into the cognitive arena, and it's super exciting. It was so exciting we sold out of it. It should be back in stock next week. But if you're going to go shout that from the mountaintops in today's world, what do? Do you Facebook it? If you're going to Facebook it, do you post it or reel it or put it in your story? I guess you story it on Facebook and you reel it on Instagram, and then do you need to put it in Facebook Messenger to a group of people that's the way you communicate with them? Or do you just post it and pray they'll come? Do you text it? Do you get on Zoom? Do you Voxer it? Can you see how shouting it from the mountaintops is actually more complicated today than it was yesterday? How many, raise your hand, checkbox here. I would love to hear you guys just identify with me that sometimes technology makes our lives more difficult instead of easier. What I find that is when I used to go to an event and we used paper, here's what would happen. I'd invite Tiffany to an event, and we'd sit down, and she got excited. She heard the presentation. Well, we'd turn our chairs around, we'd huddle up, and I would have a paper order form, a paper application, and we just take care of the details right there. Guess what happens today? It seems like we're more efficient, but you know what happens today? Is you go to that same event, or you do it on Zoom. You go to that same event, Tiffany is just as excited, but instead of me bringing paper and her sitting down and doing it right there, like, hey, can you just text me a link in the morning so how I can sign up, or I'll send you a link on boards or whatever. And then all of a sudden, you part ways. Her excitement's still there for the moment, but by the time you try and track her down with the link, all of a sudden she gets busy, life gets busy, you feel like you're being ghosted. And if we'd had a piece of paper, we'd have just done it all right there. So technology is wonderful. I love it. I mean, I've got my watch and my phone and my iPad and my computer, and I've got, HomePods and smart home and all that stuff everywhere. I love the conveniences of the gadgets. But sometimes we can let those get in the way of a relationship and get in the way of delivering a message. And I wrote a book called Make a Life, Not Just a Living. And this is not about pushing the book. It's about a word that's the part of the subtitle of the book. It's responding to the next Kairos moment. What's the next Kairos moment in your life? And Kairos means opportune moment, seize the moment. It's not like tick, 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 just a normal ticking away of the day. A Kairos moment is when something breaks the normal timeline of your life and you have to respond to it. So how can a new product for you, could it be the thing that, like, maybe you're kind of stuck in a rut and you need something new to talk about because you feel like you've talked to your circle of influence about just Juice Plus fruits and vegetables enough that you didn't get their attention. You know they still need to be on the product. They probably know they need to be on the product, but you didn't get their attention. But maybe this venture into the cognitive realm, this venture into a plant-based way to have focus and clarity and mental energy became a Kairos for you because it gave you a whole new group of people to talk with. Could it be the catalyst that puts your team back into recruiting mode to recruit an army to not only to use this product, but to go out and use this product to build a team to further the mission because it's something that's needed around the world? I mean, I think it's May, maybe it was April, but I think May is like Mental Health Awareness Month. And it's a crisis out there, and Juice Plus is taking its prowess in the realm of plant-based nutrition. We're the world leader in plant-based nutrition. We have patents and processes and research. We know how to get the best out of plants, the whole food of the plant, not just part of the plant. And our amazing new CEO decided that there were 3 areas, mental health, women's health, gut health, that were the top 3 that people were desiring a wholesome, nutritious way to tackle, not some kind of just chemical. And so we researched and delved into it, and we've come out with an amazing product. So Luminate, how many of you tried Luminate and got yours before they ran out of stock? I mean, I think, let me see if I remember the number exactly. I'm not going to give you the exact number, but so we launched Luminate. In the estimates of what we were going to sell, we sold 1,000% more than we thought we were going to sell, and we did a pretty good job. So we've been taking orders. You can still place orders, but from what I heard, should be back next week. So we're getting really close to getting it back. So, but Luminate is, and I'm not going to give you all the details. Maybe Rhonda or Trey can post the link to the Luminate board in the chat, just so people can have a resource for what's in it, the ingredients, how to sell it, videos, all that's available for you. But one of the things I want you to know is it's also a lead. It's not just about selling Luminate. Luminate is a new product. It's in the Juice Plus cognitive realm. But Juice Plus, we're the fruit and vegetable and berry company. We have an essential product line that Luminate's going to help you have a conversation, to focus on mental health and talk to someone, and for them to see they need to be using the essentials too, and get them on the AR with the essentials. Even the new little, I don't have one in front of me, the sample card you can send out. You need to go to Juice Plus Promotions and get some. It's a trifold little card, and it's got all the information about Luminate. It's got a pocket in the middle where you can put 2 or 3 sleeves, samples of Luminate. And the cool thing on the back, it has Juice Plus Essentials, our fruit, veggie, and berry blend, which that's what everybody needs to be healthier. And so what I want to tell you is this Luminate should awaken you. It's going to wake you up and to go out and shout it from the mountaintops. But if you don't understand that you just focusing on Luminate, it would be like you trying to have an Apple Watch and not have an iPhone. You'd be limiting what the benefit that person has. You'd be limiting the future of your business. So what you want to do is you want to take advantage of this new product. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. I mean, I like it. It's good like a hot tea in the morning with hot water as I do with ice and cold water. I mean, I've done it with my smoothies. And there are all kinds of things that are coming out, all kinds of mocktails with lemonade and all kinds of different ways we can mix it and use it. But our Juice Plus Essentials is what everybody really, really, really needs. It is what put Juice Plus on the map. It's what everybody needs to be healthier, to have the right things in their body where they're flooding their body with fruits and veggies every day. But you know what? If you play your cards right, you're going to get a Luminate customer because that's something that people are so aware of. It's new. It's a breakthrough kind of product that you want to go shout it from the mountaintops. This is too good to be true. But in that conversation, you get to talk about the essentials too. You know, and the cool thing is Luminate is so demonstratable. We got, one of our slides says rip it, tip it, and sip it. So you can sit with somebody on a pickleball court, on the golf course, at the gym, at the pool, at the beach, which is where I see Rhonda half the time. She's always taking great pictures at the beach. Wherever you are, and somebody can try it with a water bottle, and all of a sudden you've started a conversation, you've started a process, but you've started them seeing a benefit right away. So you're going to have that opportunity to shout it from the mountaintops. But here's the deal. The reason why we want to do this is you can get good at talking about Luminate, but you're never going to build the business you want to build if you're the only one messaging the mission. Just like that, it'd be like you taking that dandelion and putting a lampshade around it so the wind didn't affect it, and you just carry it around and show it to everybody. But in our business, if you want to build a consistent, reliable, faithful income for you and your family, where you can do something today, do something this week, do something this month, and get paid years from now, do something this decade and get paid decades into the future because of the nature of our business, the residual income and the fact that you're not trading hours for dollars, you're building a business. You have to learn not just to go shout the message from the mountaintops, the mission. You have to learn to multiply that mission. You have to teach others how to do the same thing. So what I want you to realize is right now, you have a new product, a breakthrough product, and guess what? You've got an opportunity for people to start a business for $10. Why would they not do this when they can get over $100 in free product just by making Partner Plus? Why would they not do this just to get the tax benefits of owning their own home-based business? I mean, $10 to set up your own home-based business, to get tax advantages, it could save you thousands. And I'm not a CPA and I'm not giving you tax advice, but I mean, I know that owning a home-based business is the best way to impact lowering your taxes of any tax strategy out there, unless you get complicated and do offshore crazy stuff, and that's beyond my comprehension, But $10 to start your own business, $10 to begin multiplying your mission, not just messaging the mission, $10 to give somebody else an opportunity to participate in a business where there's a breakthrough right now. There's a breakthrough in cognitive health from plant-based nutrition by the company that set the standard in plant-based nutrition. Can you see that that's not too good to be true? How are you going to use too good to be true news to have your next conversation to go build your business? That's what I want you to see. So, if you haven't ordered Luminate, order it, try it, make sure you got it. I know that if someone shared this call with you, if you don't have Luminate yet, your upline leader can make sure you get a sleeve, send you a sample. But once you try it, realize what you have. Realize the opportunity you have in the moment to break the normal timeline, to have a Kairos moment. It's like, now is the time for me to go build my business. The economy's screwed up. The stats out there, they're just flat out lying to us. we're fixing to, the people in this country are fixing to hit some of these things slap in the face. They're going to need a secondary income. They're going to need more money for retirement. They're going to need a way to work from home. The jobs they had during COVID that let them work from home, they've got return to office, return to work. Some of them have bought farms and moved 4 hours from where their office was. They couldn't commute if they wanted to. And we're in a business that was designed to be home-based from its creation, not because of COVID. And we have a breakthrough product, and it's $10 to get involved. Can't beat that. Go tell that to your teams. Go tell that from the mountaintops. I know it's complicated today. It's not just a rotary phone and scream or ride a horse and say the Redcoats are coming, but get on all the platforms. Reach out to people. How many per day could you call to and say, hey, our company's got a new breakthrough product. I think now's the time for you to join me. How many people could you do that with on a daily basis for 90 days? Change your business forever. Now, that's the meat of the training. We're trying to do some things to help you jump into that every week. Every Monday morning, it's a little different each week. It's once a week. I mean, I'm ready to, if I knew where to point the gun, I probably would shoot, but I got 47 political text messages yesterday. I was like literally insane, just deleting stuff. I mean, I didn't even read them. I just deleted them. Drove me nuts. I promise you we're not going to do that. We're going to send you one text on Monday mornings to help you like just wake up. Good idea. Maybe the next one we should say, okay, before you read this text, make your illuminate. It's time to awaken your mind, get focus, and get clarity. This is almost like a text message to read while you drink your illuminate on Monday mornings, to wake you up and get you started. All you got to do is text, wake up to that number, and I promise you, we're not going to blast you. It's really a once a week kind of thing. If you want to get off, you can get off of it by putting in like X, wake up. There's a code. It's not stop. You send something else at the bottom to get off, but it tells you. And we'd love to have you just like jump in there and wake up with us each week. Now, I don't know where you live. I don't know how close you are, but this is my favorite thing that I get to do every year with our business. I get to pour into about 300 people at one of my favorite places in the world. It's the Blue Ridge Boot Camp. It's in North Georgia, but it's where Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, and South Carolina all come together. And it's in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's beautiful. It's probably 10 to 15 degrees cooler than any of the cities you guys are in the southeast, just because we're in the mountains. Probably it's like one of the places God created to take pictures during a sunset on Saturday night. Our party is. It's boots, blue jeans, and barbecue, and we have a blast and take pictures. Let me tell you who's coming to teach you how to build this business, to teach you the skills and what you need to know. I'm going to leave somebody out because I don't have the list in front of me. We just found out that our brand new head of sales for North America, Stephen Millman's coming. Wendy Campbell, Shelley Mackey, Deanna Christofferson, Bob Christofferson, Amy and Kendall Getz, 2 generations. And Shay O'Brien just called this morning, and he's going to be in the U.S. He lives in England. He is one of the equity partners with our Juice Plus company. He has put lots of his money in this business, and he has helped leading the growth and of our business in Europe. He's going to be here. You can't miss him. He's 6'8". He's a dear friend, but he's a leader in our industry, and he's going to be here. We're going to have one of the best boot camps we've ever had, and I think there are like 35 or 40 spots left. So if you want to come, go ahead and send your registration. Go to BlueRidgeBootCamp.com. Trey can type that in the text, so you'll have the link. BlueRidgeBootCamp.com, and sign up. I think there's still one more month where you can make 2 payments. We started out letting people make 4 payments just to help them budget it's a couple $100. I forgot exactly what it is, but prices have gone crazy everywhere. So we wanted to help you like budget for the boot camp. So I think you can still make 2 payments. But if you want to come, go ahead and sign up. It'll be sold out within a week. We announced Stephen Millman today. Shay O'Brien's going to get announced on Friday. So if you want to come, it'd be awesome. And then a couple more things. I have done, and we're going to work on this some more. I've done a new video series. There are 5 or 6 videos on why now is the time to focus on recruitment. There were top questions that I got asked. It's on our website at makealife.com/partners, but it's also on our YouTube channel, and you can find that, and those videos should be very helpful. Like if you've got someone that wants to hear an answer to a specific question, we'll do more. There'll be more down the road, but there's 6 there right now that we made recently on why now is the time to focus on recruiting, okay? And then the other thing that you want to be on the lookout for is every Tuesday and Thursday night, and I mentioned this in the beginning when I was picking on Rhonda. Rhonda and I have agreed we're going to do one in July together. But here are the Tuesday, Thursday business opportunity meetings. And when I say business opportunity meeting, you may not know what that means. What that means is it's 20 minutes with a leader that has a huge success, maybe even a healthcare professional with them, depending on each week, in our business. And they're going to tell you about the company, the product, our business model, and what your choices are to join us and get started. It's very simple. But sometimes, and when you're new in the business, you can get somebody excited and bring them to the table, but you don't know how to show them the right steps and give them the options to get started. This is every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Last night, Jim Gonsolin did the event with Dr. Mark Freeman. It was great. This Thursday, it's going to be Wendy McGlon and Mike Ewald, Dr. Mike Ewald. Don Rathman has an amazing lineup. I think maybe Rhonda's even going to be on there with Don. I forgot who all is going to be on there with Don on the 21st, a bunch of people. But anyway, that flyer is available, and wanted you to have that. And other than that, we just want to make sure that you're plugged into all we're doing. We want to help you the most we can. We are in a season of our world depending on maybe government, maybe like some kind of global group getting things fixed before they're ready to make a decision. You know what leaders do? Leaders lead the way. They don't wait on somebody else and react. And if you feel like you're in a place where you're waiting on the world to get fixed before you make your next move, you're not being a leader. Leaders don't react, leaders initiate. And that's what we want you to do. We want you to take each month and initiate that. We want you to take this new product and take the opportunity, seize the moment, seize the Kairos moment, and go build multiple new people in your army and your team because you've got a breakthrough to tell them about. Okay? Share this video. We're going to have next week, we didn't put it on there, but I think it's the 22nd. We've got our Finish Strong. We're going to close out the month strong a week from today. Is that right? Yeah, a week from today. And be blessed. So glad you joined us this morning. And thanks, Trey, for putting in the comments. And we'll talk to you soon. Hope you have a great day.